Hey, what's up? Today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 worst cosmic characters in the game. In my best series, I said the cosmic class was arguably one of the best classes. So, it's going to be pretty crazy to go over some of the worst cosmic characters. Because even the worst cosmic characters, I still believe, would be one of the better ones in other classes. It is actually insane how good this class is. There's so many bangers here. So it's going to be hard to choose from, but I think I've got my list narrowed down. Also, like I said in the other videos, I have a challenge going on. If I can hit 500 subs by the time I can do my next R5, I will be letting you guys choose. I will have that channel or that video linked in the description. Please go vote on what champion you want me to take up to R5, or go like a comment. Whichever comment has the most likes is who I will pick to R5. And I mean anybody in the game is getting picked, no matter who they are. If they can be R5 to the 7-star, they're getting picked, and I have to own them, of course. But that being said, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So, number 5 on the cosmic list. I did a lot of thinking on this because there's a lot of great champions, and there's a lot of stinkers, but I think it's got to go to Red Goblin. So the thing about Red Goblin is that really sucks for him is he got released alongside Cosmic Ghost Rider. So he already started off his MCOC career on the back burner because Cosmic Ghost Rider is arguably one of the best characters in the game. He's not even a 7-star yet. As a 6-star, he still has some of the highest damage in the game as a 6-star. So that being said, he got released in a pretty bad spot. But like I was saying earlier, Red Goblin really isn't that bad of a champ. He was actually, I think, my 4th ever 7-star I pulled. I actually believe my first, I can't remember the 5th one, but my first 7-star was War Machine from Paragon, then I got Venom, then I got Morbius from a Platinum Pass, and then I got Red Goblin. So I started off pretty early with a Red Goblin. I, of course, never ranked him up because he's not the greatest, but he's not bad. I would personally say he's a pretty solid champion in other classes, but in the Cosmic class, somebody's got to be 5th, and there's got to be 5 on this list, and he's one of them. So his basic rotation is you just want to build up your Furies, so you launch SP1s to build up your Furies, or you can get Energizers, then you want to launch an SP2 and you do big damage. But the only problem with that is you really don't do big damage until you're in Frenzy. The only way you can get in Frenzy is if you launch an SP3 or if you get them below 15% health. But once they're below 15% health, you really don't get to maximize that damage. Now, every time he wins a fight, that health goes up by 10%, I believe. So when he wins a fight, the next fight will be 25, then 35, then 45, and I think it stops at 65. So when he's fully ramped, he's not terrible, but like a lot of other cosmics in the game, or a lot of other classes in the game, his damage rotation and the way he does damage, there's other champions in the game that have access to that type of damage just way easier and way quicker. He's really just a type of champion where you just do big bursty damage. There's a bunch of cosmics in the game that do that. So he's just, there's never really a spot for him. Also, he's not the greatest defender in the world. He's not terrible, I guess. You really don't want to push him to special 2 because it's kind of weird to dex. But he's not the hardest defender in the world. Plus, if he was, he's on the first boss of the Necropolis Pass, so you could just, kind of like Sauron I talked about in the latest video, you can just kind of fight him and get used to it. But that being said, he really isn't a bad character, but somebody's got to go 5th on this list, and the Cosmic class is such a good class. It's really hard to put him there, but I will say he does get style points because look how cool he looks. He is one of the best looking characters in the game. I say this a lot, but the art team is absolutely amazing. Sorry. The art team is absolutely amazing. So, somebody's got to go 5th on the list, and I believe it is Red Goblin. Number 4 on the list is actually on my free-to-play account, which you guys haven't seen in a while. I actually have him up at rank 4. He's my second rank 4. It is actually Terrax. So, fun fact about Terrax, he is the first ever 7-star added to the game. When 7-star launched, they had a giveaway before 7-stars like fully launched, and the first ever 7-star they gave away was a Terrax. The thing about Terrax's kit is, honestly, once again, he's not that terrible. His damage isn't that bad, but like I've said with Red Goblin, his armor breaks and the way he does damage, there are other champions in the game that do that way better. Like Cosmic Ghost Rider as a 6-star beats out any version of Terrax in the game, in my opinion, and he's just way easier to play. You have Cole Obsidian who has great armor break damage. You have Deathless Thanos who has great armor break damage. He really was meant to be a defender, And even at that, you want him at the highest sig possible, and you definitely want him awakened because he starts off in that rock field. But a lot of good mystics in the game nowadays absolutely destroy Terrax and love him. Absorbing Man, in my opinion, the best mystic in the game, cheeses Terrax. So I personally never have a problem fighting Terrax. There's a lot of mystics in the game that just absolutely nuke him. There's a lot of other class champions that do. So he was just meant to be a defender, but he has really fallen off, and you don't really see him on defense that often anymore, just because he's really only a stall defender nowadays. And at that, he does ramp up certain champions like Absorbing Man. So like I said with Red Goblin, somebody else had to go in the 4th spot, and I believe it is Terrax. Like I said with Red Goblin, though, he does look really, really sick, but I just don't believe he scales well in today's game. Some might disagree with me, some might agree with me, but please let me know down in the comments if you agree with this Terrax pick. Now we get into arguably some pretty bad champions, in my opinion, and the 3rd spot is Venompool. So, the thing about Venompool is, before Venom the Duck got buffed with that relic, Venom the Duck was just like Venompool in a way. They ramp up very weird, and I would say he was a better version of Venom the Duck. Venom the Duck would arguably one of the worst skill or cosmic champions, but this relic literally makes him one of the best cosmic champions in the game now. But he was kind of like Venom the Duck in the way that you ramp up with certain buffs, and it takes forever to ramp up the fight, by the way. But it sucks because look how sick he is. I would love to take him up just because how sick he is. So if you guys want to vote for him as a rank 5, that'd be pretty cool. But he looks very sick, but he's kind of meant to be a long-form content champ in ways, and he's just not very good at that. Also, on defense, he's not a good defender at all. His utility is alright. He has some great utility. I wouldn't say great, but he has some solid utility. He was just kind of meant to be a long-form content champ, I feel like, and there's so many other cosmic champions in the game that do long-form content way, way better than him, like Deathless Thanos, for instance. You would never use him over Deathless Thanos. He's just kind of like a meme champion nowadays. He looks sick. He has a lot of synergies, but they're not really that great. So yeah, I believe he is the 3rd worst, and this is kind of where we go from okay champions to just bad champions. I believe if you pull him, he's not that good. He does look absolutely insane, though. I mean, look at him. Deadpool and Venom mixed together. What more could you want? I wish his kit was a little bit better, but you wish a lot. Or I wish a lot. That being said, we have 2 more spots left, and these 2 champions arguably are, like, really, really bad champions, in my opinion. I don't believe they really have a place in the game. But number 2 is actually Silver Surfer. So, the thing with Silver Surfer is, this is Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is one of the strongest Marvel characters there is. Now, I know MCOC is not very good at power scaling. We're obviously going to see that with the number 1 spot. But Silver Surfer got released at a time when Cosmic Ghost Rider was coming out. Other champions like Cosmic Ghost Rider were coming out. Like, I believe Nick Fury and champs like that. Like, there were good champions in the game is what I'm trying to say. Very, very good champions in the game is what I'm trying to say. And then we got Silver Surfer, who is not very good at all. His rotation on attack is very hard to maintain. Very hard. It's kind of stressful. It's not even worth it. Like, you don't do... The payoff isn't as great as it should be, in my opinion. Also, on defense, almost any Mystic rips through Silver Surfer on defense. The only reason, kind of like Gambit in the last video I talked about, that you would want to rank him up is because he has some of the highest prestige in the game. I believe he is up there in the top 10. I mean, he has some of the highest prestige in the game. So, for people that want to chase prestige, rank him up, great, that's whatever. But he's just not a good champion in the game at all. This is Silver Surfer, and he is one of the worst characters in the game. That's terrible. Like I said, rotation on attack, very hard to maintain, very stressful, and not very rewarding. Plus, on defense, he's not very good. So yeah, it really does bum me out that he is bad, but power scaling in MCOC is not how it should be. Nico Minoru, a little teenager witch who has a staff, is one of the strongest characters in the game, but cosmic entities like Silver Surfer, not good. It really does feel bad, but what are you going to do about it? But that leaves us with 1 spot left, and arguably, there is one champion that I wanted to put on this list, but I couldn't. I was thinking about putting Carnage on this list. I know I don't do honorable mentions, but if you've seen what he can do in Coliseum, I don't believe he belongs on this list now because he was one of the best Coliseum champs now. If you can really maximize that bleed rotation, but arguably one of the worst characters in the game, and the worst Cosmic by far compared to everybody else in this class. He is miles below. That is OG Thanos. he has nothing going for him. That's it. His special 1 and special 2 apply heal blocks for a very, very small amount of time. He has a random chance. It's like a 17% chance for every attack to gain a Fury. That Fury, not the greatest. It is not big at all. It's a very, very small Fury. And his Sig ability. His Sig ability sounds cool on paper, but you still just nuke him down. At max Sig, he basically reduces attack rating by 40%. So you basically have like a permanent weakness on them, but it's just, if that's all you have to offer, he's just a punching bag at that point. You just take a little bit longer to fight him. So yeah, I believe Thanos is the worst character in the game. He is long overdue for a buff. I do understand Deathless Thanos technically is the buff, but it would be so cool to see this Thanos be good. I mean, of course, I don't think they'll ever do that because Deathless Thanos is one of the best characters in the game, so they're obviously not going to make Thanos up there with him. But Thanos is a trophy champion. You should at least have something in his kit to make him even fun playing. Like, he's not that fun to play either. With a full synergy team based around him, he still isn't that fun to play. So yeah, that being said, I believe Thanos is the worst character in the Cosmic class, arguably a top 5 worst champion in the game. I mean, he is awful. It sucks, though, because I love Thanos. I wish he was good. We have Deathless Thanos, though, so I guess we can live on that. But yeah, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing. 99% of you are not subscribed. Actually, I think it was 92. I don't know. There's a very wide majority of you guys that are not subscribed that watch these videos every single day. So please consider subscribing. I'm on the goal to 500. Or I'm on the road to 500. My goal is 500 subs as soon as possible. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Please go vote on which champ you want me to take to R5. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.